Let's do 3 things to think about when you are starting your handstand journey. That's good. All right. So first, I have not done handstands consistently, inversions. I'm going to call them inversions. I haven't done inversions consistently in a while. There was a time where I would do inversions, handstands, practice forearm stands like every day, just because I was so obsessed a little bit with the feeling and the learning my body and the strength that I was building. Sometimes when people think about a handstand or an inversion, they think that it requires just a lot of strength, and it does, but it also requires some other things that you may not think about initially. For example, you need wrist strength, shoulder flexibility and strength, hamstring and I think hip too, flexibility, and of course your core, activating your core, engaging your muscles. So I think those are the main things that you, and also alignment. So understanding what it takes to get you up there, and also what it takes to keep you up in a handstand inversion if that is something that you're working towards. So always start with warming up your wrists and your core. So what I like to do is just come down onto the mat, turn the fingertips to face your knees, and then rock forward and back, side to side. Do a few circles in both directions. This just helps your wrists to get warmed up and loose and ready. You can also do some wrist strengthening. I won't show that right now, but you can also do some wrist strengthening moves or exercises to keep your wrists really strong. And then you can turn your fingertips out to the side, rock a little to the left, rock a little to the right. Okay, that'll warm your wrist up, keep everything loose and goosey. Loosey-goosey. All right, the next is your shoulders. When you're in a handstand, your arms are going to be up above your head. So if you have really tight shoulders, it's going to be hard for you to find the alignment that you need, bringing your shoulders over your wrist if you have tight shoulders. So one pose that I like to practice for tight shoulders is a puppy pose. So you'll take your hips right over your knees, reach your arms out in front of you, and allow your chest to sink down towards the mat. You can stay here for 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 breaths, and give your shoulders some time to open up and get flexible, get loose and flexible before you start trying to jump up or press up. That's a journey that I'm on into your handstand. Sometimes people don't understand that you need to have flexible hamstrings and hips when you are trying to do a handstand. When you're in your down dog position, preparing to jump up into your handstand, when you walk forward and lift one leg, if you have tight hamstrings or hips, it's going to be tough for you to lift the leg up high, so that when you jump up, you don't need as much momentum. Of course, you need a strong core, and you need to be able to activate your muscles, that mind-muscle connection, that body awareness. When you are up in your handstand, you want to be able to activate, right? So your core, your legs, your feet, your arms, everything has to be really active and pressing down to go up as you are trying to hold your handstand. And the most important thing is your alignment. When you're in your handstand, you want to try to align your wrist, shoulders, and hips on top of each other. Alignment helps you to stay safe in the handstand and helps you to stay in it. So wrist, shoulders, hips, you want everything in one straight line, so that when you press down into your hands and you activate your core and your legs, you can stay nice and upright in your handstand. So over the course of the month, October is a special month. I'll tell you why later. Over the course of the month, I'm going to give little tips and things to try to get going on your inversion journey. Da, 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 da. Okay.